Hi, my name is Byron Udell. I'm the founder and CEO of FAQs.com. We're one of the nation's largest life insurance brokerage firms. Today we're going to talk about how to compare term life insurance quotes. One of the things to be cognizant of when you're comparing life insurance quotes is that quotes are just that, they're quotes. Quotes are not necessarily the price you're ultimately going to pay. That number is going to be determined by underwriting after the policy is fully evaluated, after the exam is looked at. And I think it's very important to understand that the lowest quote may not turn out to be the one that is the lowest that you'll ultimately pay. Comparing quotes also, it's important to understand that you need to compare different term lengths. For instance, 10-year term is going to be less money than a 20-year term or a 30-year term because the carrier is giving you a level price for that entire length of term. And if they have to cover you from, say, age 40 to age 70, they're taking into account those higher risk years in your 60s and late 60s, and that's going to mean a higher price. So when you're comparing 30-year terms, you make sure you're comparing 30-year terms to other 30-year terms, and likewise 20-year terms to other 20-year terms. And I think it's also important that as you make these comparisons, you only take a look at carriers with high ratings from the independent rating services. We certainly don't want to find a low price from a carrier that's not going to be around to pay the claim. So number one, we want to limit our choices only to carriers with high financial strength ratings and claims paying ability ratings. Ideally, this is with companies with names that you've heard of, household names. All the carriers that we have on our menu are all highly rated, companies that you have heard of. I'm not going to mention them here, but if you go to our website at FAQs.com, you'll see them and you'll recognize them. And I think it's important that you compare apples to apples. And in terms of comparing quotes, understand, lastly, that quotes are just that. If you talk to someone, they quote you a rate that's lower than everybody else is quoting you, and you are, let's say, a diabetic or you're overweight, and they're quoting you the lowest rate or the super preferred rate, and you're not going to get that rate, you don't want to be sort of bait and switched. I think it's important that you understand that you want to deal with someone who understands your medical situation, your lifestyle situation, and gives you a number that's realistic and deliverable. Again, my name is Byron Udell. I'm the founder and CEO of AccuQuote. We're one of the nation's largest life insurance brokerage firms. I hope this was helpful to you.